On any given day, about 20 to 30% of the inmates at the Clarksburg Correctional Facility suffer from some sort of mental illness. In hopes of reducing those numbers, county officials developed a mental health court to divert low-level offenders suffering from mental illness from jail.
The bottom line is this is just smart, good government. This is smart public policy. It's not free. It comes at a cost. But we know that historically, people who have studied mental health courts will tell you that the recidivism rate for people who go into mental health courts is about 25% less than individuals who go into traditional criminal justice avenues.
The mental health court here in Montgomery County is coming up on its one-year anniversary. The County Council approved funding for the program in its budget. County Council member Sidney Katz served on the original task force that implemented the mental health court.
This is a way to change someone's life for the positive. We talk about what it costs. Well, it costs not only the cost to incarcerate somebody, it costs their families because they are being incarcerated. It costs the fact that they're not being able to work, and if they are able to work, and all of those things associated. The cost is, from an economic standpoint, is one cost. It's the cost to all of us that we all have to affect.
A team approach is taken with cases in mental health courts. Case managers, probation officers, and mental health workers all collaborate with judges. They focus on helping the defenders find housing, jobs, and stabilizing their medications.
We should not be incarcerating people who are struggling with mental health problems. We should be ensuring that they get the support they need. Our police don't need, and our judicial system does not need to spend its time that way. What we need to spend our time and our resources doing is giving people the help they need so they can get on with their lives.
This is a win-win-win approach, that this is a win for their clients. It's a win for society because their clients are on a better path, getting treatment, making better choices, integrated into society, and earning a good living. And most of all, it's a great win for the taxpayers because of what Sidney said. The most expensive way we could treat our mentally ill is to incarcerate them.
Participants in the mental health court take part in the program voluntarily, and the treatment plan is individually developed. Defendants report to a judge each week rather than a probation officer. Officials say the recidivism rate since the program has been introduced has gone down.
What I particularly am drawn to about the program is the weekly check-in. That's what makes this work, that level of accountability, that the person comes voluntarily and reports on all the work that they have done that week to make sure that they are on track. And when you have that level of accountability and oversight, it really does work.
First thing we need to do in the arena of mental illness is to eliminate stigma. People should not be ashamed to seek treatment. And if people understand that it is perfectly all right to admit that you have an illness in your brain, just like you would admit that you have an illness in your gut or in your shoulder or in your leg, then more people will get treatment earlier before they end up interacting with the criminal justice systems.
McCarthy said the demand for this service is growing. There is currently a waiting list to participate in the mental health court. How the county moves ahead with this initiative is something council members say they will consider carefully.
We're serving a population. We're making progress with that population, but is that an underserved population where the demand far exceeds our capacity at this point in time? The answer is yes.
Yes, as we go forward and look at our budgetary challenges, that this notion of making sure that we have enough mental health practitioners, that we have enough beds, that we have bilingual mental health practitioners, continues to be a challenge for us in Montgomery County, and this has a price. So it is going to be important to understand where we are in terms of the return on investment, and some of it is hard to quantify. But I do believe that this is the right path, and I hope that we continue on that trend and we can serve as a model throughout the nation.
At the end of the day, this is a money saver. The people I can treat in mental health who can present once and then don't come back take an enormous load off the rest of the system. We need to figure out how to not only take the load off the system, but to help these people because their criminal activities may well be beyond their will. I mean, we have to realize these people are doing this not because they're choosing in a rational way to act badly. These are people who are presented with issues that the choices they make aren't really clear choices like most of the rest of us make.
I think this is really a great day for Montgomery County, and thank you to all the members of the council for their support on this issue.